had a really nice, quiet, relaxing break, and that you were able to do something maybe a little unusual, because we all been stuck inside the house for a while. We had a fun, quiet break. Yeah, didn't do a whole lot. Did a lot of baking, so that was cool. A couple of things before we get started today. Today is National Make Lunch Count Day. I don't really know what that means, but I think that means I'm going to have a special lunch. I think I might have a toasted peanut butter and jelly sandwich, if you've never tried that. What are you going to have for lunch?
Soup.
Soup? Nice.
With cheese.
With cheese. That sounds like a special lunch. It is also National Scrabble Day, and Scrabble is one of my favorite games. It's one of Miss Julia's favorite games, so we're probably going to play Scrabble sometime today, which will be interesting because my children have a hard time spelling.
Yep.
And it's a spelling game. So we'll see how that goes. Let me think. I wanted to Caractacus and I am so excited. Oh my gosh, Willow. My favorite day. Willow loves this day. This is one of my favorite books ever. I know, I say that all the time. This is called April Rabbits, and I absolutely love this book. It is hilarious and adorable, and it gives us a really good opportunity to do some fun math. So I'm very, very excited. Willow's excited too. You can see, look at that big smile. All right, so this is what we're reading today after the meeting, and I hope you stay and listen because we're going to get some fun stuff to do with that. Let's see our schedule. We're in the middle of our greeting. We're going to do our morning song, calendar, which is a little different than it has been. Days of the week, counting. 3-step directions, our math moment, which comes to us from Jude, by the way. Morning message, writing, reading, and then our closing circle. And I forgot to say hello to the fish. Goodness gracious! I want you to know, Darla, Bowser, and Wishy are thriving. Their tank is clean, and they're super happy. And they're doing great. So say hi to them. And, of course, say hi to Willow, who's always here. That's our schedule for today. And, hang on. Brains. We need to have our solutionary moment. Let's get ourselves quiet and calm and ready to start. Remember, we're trying to get ourselves into our prefrontal cortex, which is the front part of your brain. We call that our solutionary brain. That's the brain we use when we're getting ready to learn. And, it's when we're calm and quiet and ready to learn. Let's get ready to learn. Sit up nice and tall. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. Take a big, deep breath in. Through your nose and then out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose. And back out through your mouth. One last time in through your nose. And back out through your mouth. Oh yeah, that feels good. I use that a lot when you're about to flip your lid, when you want to put your lid back on. That's how you do it. I'm in my solutionary brain. I hope you are too. You ready? You gotta get your arms ready. Willow, our house is really cold. I don't know what's going on, so Willow's like all wrapped up in a blanket. Okay, here we go. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Love grows 1 by 1, 2 by 2, and 4 by 4. Love grows round in a circle till it comes back knocking at your front door. Friends, friends, 1, 2, 3. All my friends are here with me. We're all a family under one sky. A family under one sky. We're all a family under one sky. 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 It looks like our. All right, and I just wanted to give a quick shout out to my friend Diane who taught me that song, because I know she uses it every day, and now I use it every day. Let's do the calendar. I want you to notice that the calendar looks a little different because I got an Amazon order, some really, really cute little icons so I replaced the ones I had made because I thought these were so much cuter. So just know that our icons are a little different. So today is Monday, April 13th, 2020. Say it with me. Today is Monday, April 13th, 2020. Say the pattern with me. Take it slow because you're just learning this pattern, and it's okay. Rain boots, stripy umbrella, stripy umbrella. Yellow sun, funky bird, rain boots, stripy umbrella, stripy umbrella. All right, so what comes next? I want to say, you know what I want to say? I want to say rainbow giraffe, but we know it's not rainbow giraffe because we don't have any other rainbow giraffes in our pattern. So what do? Well, we look and we see. The last time I saw an umbrella, what comes next? Umbrella, 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 umbrella. What comes next? Yellow sun. Does that sound right, Willow?
Yeah.
Cool. Yellow sun. I'll put the sun back. I hope I have enough sun for this whole thing. And I want you to notice, friends, this is an AA, BB, CC, DD pattern. It has 4 parts, and the first, they repeat. So it's AA, BB, CC, DD, and then we start again. AA, BB, and then CC. And we'll pay attention and see how the diagonal pattern goes and how the vertical pattern goes. But I thought it was a pretty pattern. Here we go. Ready? Days of the week. Days of the week. Days of the week. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. There's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. I really wish you could be here and see my son. He's rocking out to this. It's kind of funny. You'll also notice that I changed the colors so it's easier to see the dates. All right, we're going to start with our anchor, which is today. So what is today? Well, we said it a couple of times. The first day of the week, or the first school day of the week, I should say, and it is Monday. Monday. What was yesterday? Remember, we use our anchor day to help us. Today is Monday. What's one day before it comes first, or comes on this side? Yesterday was Sunday. And then we ask ourselves, what's tomorrow? What will tomorrow be? And we use our anchor day, which is Monday. What's the day after? And it's Tuesday. The only day of the week that starts with a T. Okay, I think it's time to count. All right, we're going to stand up. And Willow's going to have to take off her blanket. Here we go. Can you see us okay? I'm going to stand over here. All right, we're going to do above the head, knees, shoulders, knees, and toes pattern. We're going to start up here. Do we need to move back a little bit? Yes. Okay, I'm going to move my solo. Okay, here we go. Ready? Start with your arms above your head. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 79, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. Now what's the difference between 90 and 100? I can hear you saying it, people. I can hear my friends out there saying it. The difference is 10. So where are we going to be by 100? Let's see.
I think we're gonna be here.
I think we're going to be on our shoulders.
I think we're gonna be up over head.
Okay, we're having a bit of a disagreement. That's okay. All right. 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100.
You were right.
That's okay. Moms are always right. 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120. Woo! All right, so counting by 10. Kairos used to have us count like dinosaurs, he called it dino ball, and you pretend like you have a tail growing out of your backside, and you pretend like you're hitting the ball with your tail. So we're going to do that. We're going to swish we're going to swish your backside. Will is laughing because it's funny. We're going to swish our backside to count by 10s, right? Because it's easier to count by 10s. It's faster, counting in groups of 10. Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, score goal, 100. Yay. 110, 120. Oh, all right. Okay, now this next one. I have to confess that we just been watching Singing in the Rain. So now we've got some like dance moves going on. So that's what we're going to do for counting by 5s. We're going to just kick our legs and cross our arms. All right, here we go. You ready? Oh, there's be a slight pause as Willow adjusts her standing space. Here we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Give me some big jazz hands. 105, 110, 115, 120. Whew, nice job. Singing in the Rain. It's a great movie if you haven't had a chance to see it. All right. We just did counting. Now we're going to get some 3-step directions. By the way, our go phrase, don't go yet. Our go phrase is a rhyming phrase. These 2 words rhyme. So listen for the rhyme when I say it. Okay? So, 3-step directions. Say thank you to whoever's taking care of you today. Anybody in the house is being kind and taking care of you today. Touch something purple and jump up and down 10 times. Thank whoever's with you today. Jump up and down 10 times. Touch something purple. Listen for the rhyme. Here we go. Spring, fling. 4, 3, 2, 1, Z-E-R-O, 0. Nice. You will notice, my beloveds, that I have, or we, I should say, have a new counting chart. And I'm excited about it because, one, it has really pretty colored sticks on it, but also it gives us a chance to practice counting up higher numbers and subtracting some numbers. So let's count. We have a bundle, the same kind of bundle as our straws, but this time it's craft sticks. We have 10 10s, which we count as 100. 100. Count by 10. 10, 20, 30, 130. Now we're going to count by 1. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. 135 days of school. That is not a 5. That is a 4. So we have to put this down. Let's see. I gotta look. Is that a 5? That is not a 5. That is a 3. Remember? Backwards C, backwards C. Now you've made the number 3. But I have this. Number 5. So that looks like this. 135. Now, come down here, and you'll see that, hang on, I've got to change this. It's asking days left in school. This number is going to go backwards, because it's going to get smaller. I did that wrong. And this number, well, hang on. I said that. No, this number is going to get bigger. I said that backwards. I apologize. This number is going to get bigger because we're adding a day. So let's look at that. Actually, we'll use the back of that. Oh, yeah, we'll come back. Can you see that okay? I need to be able to draw on this. Here's our number line showing this small section of numbers. If I'm at 133 and I want to add 1 because we've just had 1 day of school, I'm going to move right on the number line and I'm going to hop over here. 133 plus 1. Oops, sorry, just dropped that. It's tricky. We're at 133 and we're going to move 1 to the right, and that gives us 134. So we're going to change that on our numbers. We had 133, and now we have 134. We've had 134 days of school. Oops, hang on, I did that wrong. That should say 135, shouldn't it? Because we need to add 1 more, don't we? Let's do it that way. Well, I just realized I did the wrong numbers. We were at 134 days of school, and then we jumped 1.
Oh.
Yeah. So now it's 135.
I apologize.
Yeah, I apologize. I got that wrong. But now, let's look at this other problem. I'll move that in a second. We had 47 days of school left, and now we're going to go backwards. Can you see that okay? We were at 47 days of school, and then we subtracted 1. We went backwards. So if we're here on the number line, we're going to go left on the number line, 1. And we're going to see that 47 minus 1 is 46. We're going to be doing that more for over the next few weeks, so you'll get really used to doing that. I know it's a little different than something we've done before. But now we have to figure something else out. We have to figure out how many days till a bundling day. 46. How many days till a bundling day? We know we bundle on what, Willow? 10. We bundle on 10. Let's look. How do we know how many days till a bundling day? Well, we can count our blank spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another way to think about that is if we have 5, how many more do we need to get to 5? Well, we counted the blank spaces, and so we know that 5 plus 5 equals 10. Let's think about that even another way. It's a double. Willow said it's a double. 5 plus 5 is a double. If we have 5 and we're trying to get to 10, what do we need over here? We need 5. And Willow was absolutely right. 5 is a double that equals 10. 5 and 5 is a double that equals 10. All right. Let's solve our math problem from the This is way before break, so go back in the Wayback Machine and try and figure out from the time before. The last number riddle I gave you was this. I am less than 10. I am more than 5. I am one more than the number of toes on one foot. What number am I? Oh boy. So now I need to think about this. I'm going to use my number line because that's going to help me. I'm less than 10, so I can't be 10. I'm more than 5, so I can't be 5 or any of these other numbers. I've got to be 6, 7, 8, or 9. And then I get this other clue. I am one more than the number of toes on one foot. Well, okay, I'm going to draw my foot because that's going to help me. Here we go. 1. Willow's laughing at my foot. How many toes do I have on my foot? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. I have 5 toes on my foot. I think you should double check and make sure you have 5 toes on your foot. And I'm going to say it's one more. Another way of writing one more is 5 plus. Or it's plus 1. So 5 plus 1, what is that? 5, I'm going to put 5 in my head, 5, 6. Yeah. So the answer is 6. That's pretty cool. You see how I used a picture to solve that problem? Our number problem today comes from Jude. And I really want to say thank you to Jude for giving this to us because, as you have seen in this morning meeting so far, when we're using a number line, we don't have to start our number line at 0. We can start our number line anywhere in a sequence of numbers, which is kind of cool. And Jude is showing that to us because his number problem uses some big numbers. So here is your riddle today. I am between 20 and 25. I am an odd number. I have to think about what that means. I am 10 plus 11. So I know for sure that I'm going to draw my number line, but I'm not going to start it at 0 because I don't need all those numbers. I just need these sets of numbers, this little small part of the number line. So I'm making my number line be between 19 and 26. Also, remember when you draw your number line to put these little arrows because that means the numbers keep going in either direction forever on both sides. And I have to think about what an odd number is. I'm going to have to look. I have to really think about how to solve that using that clue. But this is your number problem for today. It will be in the newsletter, so you don't need to worry about writing it down, but it's here. All right. Lots of math going on right now. And thank you, Jude, for that number problem. It's really awesome. Let's do our morning message. Nearly got buried under all my stuffies. Ready? Good morning. Today is Monday, April 13th, 2020. Today we will read the April Rabbits. What number is this? 110 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. What number is that? If you have 10 and 5. Oh, sorry. Love all. Say it with me. Good morning. Today is Monday, April 13th, 2020. Today we will read the April Rabbits. What number is this? A 10 and 5 ones. Love all. I'm going to put this down and I'm going to come over and I'm going to show you how to figure this out using a 10 box. If I have 110 and 5 ones, how am I going to figure that out? Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to line up these so they're easier to count. Remember Madeline? 12 little girls in 2 straight lines. It's easier to count when we organize them that way. So I have a 10 and 5 ones. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but that's a little time consuming. So I'm just going to know in my head that that's 10 and I'm going to start there. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1 10 and 5 ones is 15. Cool. Write that down. Now think about what 15 looks like. We're going to have a 10 in our ones, or 1 in our tens column, and a 5. Let me try that again. A 1 in our tens column and a 5 in our ones column. 1, 5 is 15. Awesome. All right. Ooh. Let's see. Oh, warning message. Today, for writing, it's really going to be working on the April Rabbits math, so don't worry about doing any writing assignment today unless there's something you want to work on your own. For reading, as always, read with a buddy for 15 to 20 minutes. Practice those red words and practice your letter sounds if you are still working on those. And then for reading, for Read Aloud, I really hope you come and join me for Read Aloud because it's really deeply connected to the math. So please, please, please come and do that. And we should see Willow. Willow is so happy. She loves this book. I wanted to start reading you some different poems. And we started reading these actually before we went away on quarantine. It's called Mirror, Mirror. And these are called reverso poems. And what the author has done is that she writes a poem and then she reverses the words or the phrases and changes the meaning of the poem just by changing how she punctuates the poem and how she arranges the words. It's really cool.
I love these books.
These are all stories these are all fairy tales told from 2 different points of view. This first poem just talks about the poetry. So I want you to listen carefully and just listen to how she uses the words or the phrases in reverse. This poem is called In Reverse, interestingly enough.
And they always have like a little emblem down at the bottom of the board page.
They do? Oh yeah, there's always a little picture. In reverse, that means backwards. Who says it's true? Down is the only view. If you believe that, this poem will challenge you. Up is something new. Now listen carefully. Same words, different order. Something new is up. You will challenge this poem if you believe the only view is down. It's true. Says who? Right? So, all right. I'm going to read another one. This is called Cinderella's Double Life. So listen carefully. I'm going to read this, and it's going to give you 2 different perspectives or viewpoints on the poem, or on the story, based on how the poem is written. Cinderella's Double Life. Isn't life unfair? Stuck in a corner while you're waiting for a chance with the prince, dancing waltz after waltz at the ball. I'll be shining these shoes till the clock strikes midnight. Now think to yourself for a second, who is talking in that poem? Who would be stuck, not dancing, shining shoes? If you remember the story of Cinderella. I think it's from Cinderella's point of view. She's talking about herself. But now the poem is going to be reversed, and listen to whose perspective it is and how this person is talking now, or what they're talking about now. Till the clock strikes midnight, these shoes I'll be shining at the ball, dancing waltz after waltz with the prince while they're waiting for a chance. Stuck in the corner, isn't life unfair? Now, this is when it gets kind of clever. It's still Cinderella talking, but this time she's actually at the ball and not being excluded from it. So that's how these poems work. They're really cool. They're challenging to listen to and challenging to read and really challenging to write. But I think that as we practice listening to them, we'll get better at understanding what's going on.
Also, the moon looks like cheese.
The moon does look like cheese. So enjoy that book. And please join me for Read Aloud. I don't think there's anything. I don't think I've missed anything. You can hand, oh wait, let me take a quick second and just look at my notes. Because you know I have to have my notes so I make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Oh, did I tell you? So, we are well into our chicken hatching. The eggs are here. They've been here for a little while, and you should see a Passions upload video on YouTube about them. There's not a whole lot to look at right now. It's a little like looking at an egg in your refrigerator. It's not that exciting. But we'll be talking a little bit about them, and then once they actually start to hatch, that's when it gets exciting. And the caterpillars and praying mantises are doing great.
Yay.
All right, you ready?
Sure.
Okay, come closer. Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other's gold. A circle is round, it has no end. That's how long I want to be your friend. You hold me, and I hold you, and together we will make it through. All right, beautiful rainbows. I hope you have a fantastic day. I love you, and I miss you, and I can't wait till I can see you again. Bye. Okay, beloved rainbows, I hope you're sitting comfortably and are ready to listen to this great story. I know I say this all the time, but I do love, love, love this story. It's a lot of fun. Just listen and think about how many rabbits our little friend sees. This is called The April Rabbits by David Cleveland and illustrated by, Nurit Carlin. There you go. On the first day of April, the sun was shining, birds were chirping, and a rabbit was nibbling on a bush as Robert went off to school. I know those black and whites are hard to see, but we'll see what we can do. On the second day of April, Robert scared 2 rabbits on the road as he walked with his tuba, taking it to a tuba lesson. On the third day of April, he thought for a minute that he saw 3 rabbits in skirts tap dancing on the windowsill. On the fourth day of April, he felt there was something rabbity about the living room as he watched TV. On the 5th day of April, Robert found 5 half-eaten carrots at the very bottom of his toy box. On the 5th day while fishing on the 6th, he saw, that's hard to say, 6th, he saw 6 rabbits paddle by in a canoe. On the 7th day of April, there were 7 rabbits singing with a cat on his garage roof. It's a funny idea. Boy, he sure is seeing a lot of rabbits. 8 rabbits left their bikes in the driveway on the 8th. All 9 seats at the soda fountain were taken by rabbits on the 9th, but they made room for Robert. That's very kind. On the 10th, Robert noticed 10 funny holes in the lawn as he took out the garbage for his mother. On the 11th day of April, 11 rabbits on skateboards whizzed down Elm Street. There were 12 rabbits playing basketball at the playground on the 12th. On the 13th, there were 13 rabbits in the supermarket. That'd be a funny thing to see. And it's the 13th today. There were 14 rabbits on the clothesline on April 14th. On the 15th, Robert's mother took him to the eye doctor because she thought he was seeing things. There were 15 patients ahead of him. On the 16th, Robert found 16 rabbits making double-decker peanut butter and radish sandwiches in the kitchen. Rabbits in scout uniforms marched by in a line on the 17th. On the 18th, Robert thought he spotted a flock of 18 rabbits fly over his head and land in a nearby tree. What? On the 19th of April, 19 tiny rabbits jumped out of a bag of pretzels and ran in all directions. On the 20th of April, 20 rabbits in funny hats gave a birthday party in the dining room. were 21 rabbits with him on the Ferris wheel at the amusement park on the 21st. On the 22nd, 22 crazy rabbits tried on all of his clothes, including his favorite baseball cap. My goodness, he's seeing so many rabbits. Robert found 23 rabbits taking a nap in his bedroom on the 23rd. The next day, a bus full of 24 rabbits stopped next to him at the corner, and all the passengers made faces at him through the windows. 25 rabbits all took out books ahead of him at the library on the 25th, but he still got the book he wanted. That's a lucky thing. On the 26th, 26 rabbits took a bath in his tub and used all the bubble bath. At the movies on the 27th, Robert sat in the midst of the 27 rabbits crunching popcorn. On the 28th of April, 28 rabbits camped all night in the backyard, telling stories and roasting a gigantic head of lettuce on the campfire. That does not sound delicious to me. On the 29th of April, 29 rabbits with suitcases tiptoed down the driveway and out of sight. On the last day, Robert watched very carefully all day long, but he didn't see a single rabbit anywhere. Okay, friends, now I'm thinking to myself, if Robert saw one rabbit on the first day, that's one, and 2 rabbits on the second day, that's 2, so that's 3 altogether, and then 3 rabbits on the third day, 1, 2, 3, that's 6, and then 4 rabbits on the fourth day, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's seen 10 rabbits. I'm running out of fingers. I want to know how many rabbits he saw altogether. If he saw 1 the first day, and then 2 the second day, and then 3 the third day, and then 4 the fourth day, and then 5 the fifth day. I can't put up any more fingers. How are we going to figure that out? How do we figure out how many rabbits he saw by the end of the month? This makes me think of that time that we tried to figure out how many numbers there are between 1 and 10. If you add 1, and then 1 plus 2, and then 2 plus 3, and then... So that's your work for today, and it's going to be a lot of work for math. So keep working on that, because that's a really tricky problem to solve, but I know you can do it. I have faith in you. I believe in you. Now, go off and start practicing that, and I want to talk to your parents for just a quick second. Okay. All right. Moms and dads, and grandmas and grandpas, and anybody who's helping. This math problem is really, really, really less about getting the right answer than learning how to take your thinking to the next level. So if your student is the kind of person who's going to want to count on her fingers and figure it out that way, let her do that. If your student is the kind of person who's going to want to draw pictures and see how many, and then count the pictures, let her do that. If your student is the kind of person who's going to figure out that it's easier to count in groups of 10, then let them do that. Again, if your student is the kind of person who's going to try and figure out an equation to make this make sense, that's another way to go too. Your work is really, at this point, to just sort of support them in thinking about it. Try not to give them answers, and try not to help too much. I know it's a temptation, but I don't care what the right answer is. I just really want them to work from one level to the next. So the most help I would offer, can I come up here, is when we were doing, we did a problem like this earlier in the year where we made a number stack, and you could try doing that with them, where you say, and they've done this, it's a number stair. The first day he found 1, the second day he saw 2, the third day he saw 3, the fourth day he saw 4, the 5th day he saw 5, and on. If you want to help them, if you want to just remind them that they've done this before, and then let them play from there, that's a really good place to start. You might remind them about the friendly 10, but really just listen to what they're doing and see how they're figuring it out. If you want to record what they're doing and send it to me, that would be a great thing to see. Also, we're going to share our ideas on the Zoom call on Friday, so that's another way to go. But really just let them play and let them engage in what we as educators call productive struggle. If they get stuck, say, what else could you do? Let's think about that. Or you could, or if they're asking you for help, you could say something similar like, well, I noticed that you did this. What's something else you could try? And see if they can come up with their own ways to solve it. If I were doing this at school, I would be walking around, listening to them, and hearing what they have to say, and hearing what they've taken up from my other lessons. So here's just some suggestions about how to help them through April Rabbits without helping too much. And please text me or email me if you have questions, or call if you have questions. Sorry. All right, so that's April Rabbits, and they should be working on this for a little while. It would take a long time at school, so give them space to work on it at home. And again, contact me if you have questions.